Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Tadowski's Shelter. Today, we are going to talk about the other new SP hero recently released, Revive Soul Max.
Can I pick that dog?
No.
Can I pick that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pick that dog?
We're going to break down his skills so that we can understand how he can be utilized and what he is capable of. We can understand the weaknesses and strengths of this new SP hero better. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe for more and leave a comment. Check out for those lives. And let's get into it. So Max and Frank were released at the same time. Max slid under the radar since he was not available through the treasure wheel, which is the more common way players obtain new SP heroes. Max, instead, was placed inside of a pack with a one-time pay to obtain. Now, this isn't the first time Last Shelter has presented an SP hero in this fashion, but players may make assumptions about the hero based on this method of obtaining him. But Max will require 32 SP medals to max him out, and since he was obtained through purchasing a pack for a one-time fee, a recruitment is technically not required. As of now, there is no equipment noted or available, but I am sure that that is going to change in the near future. Max is the second fighter SP hero to be released and helps Frank bring more focus onto how fighters can be useful and strong. A lack of SP fighter heroes was finally addressed with the release of these two new heroes. Let's break down Max's skills so we can get a better idea of what he's capable of. Max is a ranged fighter hero, and the combat skills should reflect that with a long range of reach. He will be most suited in the rear of your formation. Now for Max's skills. Skill 1 is going to be your standard dictator skill, basically adding more troops to his squad. Skill 2 is going to be Max's first combat skill, Shattering Storm, which has a range of 5. Now, Shattering Storm has a 100% chance to cast and will deal 95% damage against all enemies. Targets that have silence or disarm status will receive one layer of debuff, which is going to be a negative 8% to the troops' final might and resistance, which is going to last for 2 rounds. Now, this will be matched up with his final skill, Deadly Whirlwind, and will be able to be stacked for 3 layers. So for 2 rounds, a troop can have negative 24% to their final might and resistance. Now, this does have a passive ability inside this skill, and it is that it will deal 25% more damage to targets that have the silence or disarm status. Max really doesn't like people with silence or disarm status. Now, Max's skills 3 and 4 are going to be your standard squad buffs. It's going to give you 50% might and resistance to Max's squad. And skill 5 is going to be his second combat ability, which also has a range of 5, called Misfortune's Strikes. Now, this skill is going to have a 75% chance to cast and will deal 191% damage to one random target and cause silence for 1 round. Now, this skill also has a passive ability that states when the skill is cast, the hero, Max, and one random teammate can lift the cursed or burning effect immediately, assuming they are subject to the cursed or burning effect. And they will also gain 10% damage mitigation for 1 round. Now, skill 6 is his awaken skill, which is standard across the board, but this one is going to give you 15% increase to might, resistance, HP, and a 250% bonus to the dictator skill, which is skill 1, making more troops. Skill 7 is going to be his formation buff, which is going to give a 30% increase to might and resistance to the entire APC, regardless of troop type. Skill 8, which is his final combat skill, is going to be Deadly Whirlwind, and it states that in round 2, 3, 345, it's going to deal 214% damage to all enemy targets and apply to them 1 layer of debuff, which is a -8% to the final might and resistance, which lasts for 2 rounds. Now this goes back with skill 2 and can be stackable for 3 layers total. Now this skill also has a passive effect. It states that the hero gains 30% damage mitigation and gains 10% damage boost each round for a max of 50% damage boost can be obtained. As we can see, like Frank, each skill has a passive skill that can boost the improvement of the hero in a various area. However, unlike Frank, the passive effect does not have as much of a hindrance to the overall performance of the hero. There is no prep time, making every skill able to be cast every round, and does not require a special ability to remove the prep time like Frank. The two are very similar and will match very well together, but they can also be separated and make 2 APCs extremely strong. Which one will fare better than the other? Is Max a lesser version of Frank, or is Max the new meta, and Frank is the weaker of the two? Only time and testing will tell for sure. But for now, we have 2 new SP fighter heroes to play with, and it should be interesting to see how they are used. Which makes me ask, how would you use Max? Do you plan on getting him, and what are your initial thoughts about him? Leave those in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe for more content, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Remember to help each other out, look out for each other, and most importantly, be safe out there.